August 10 is not coming as a gentle reminder. It arrives like a hammer striking the table, demanding your full attention. This day is the moment of reckoning. It does not ask for your readiness, it forces it out of you. Life does not wait until you are comfortable or confident. It places you in the fire without warning, and August 10 is that fire. You will either burn away the weakness or be consumed by it. On this day, every second will feel heavier. You will notice that even simple decisions carry a weight they did not carry before. That is because August 10 is not about routine. It is about being tested in ways you have avoided for far too long. The people around you may not feel what you feel. They may walk past you without knowing the war you are fighting inside. But that is exactly what makes August 10 different. It is not an external battle, it is an internal one. It is between the part of you that wants to grow and the part that has always been comfortable with staying the same. You have a choice, but it is not an easy one. You can continue to hide behind the same excuses, the same habits, the same fears, or you can take this day and use it as a breaking point, a moment where the old version of you finally dies. Understand this. August 10 will not feel fair. It will not feel kind. But fairness and kindness are not what you need right now. You need truth. You need clarity. You need to see your own reflection without the filters of ego or pride. The pressure you will feel is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to reveal you. There is a difference. Weakness is revealed only when the weight is heavy enough. If the weight is light, anyone can carry it. But when it becomes unbearable, when every step feels like it could be your last, that is when your real strength or your real weakness shows. August 10 is the day that puts that weight on your shoulders. And if you meet it with resistance, with fear, it will crush you. If you meet it with focus and discipline, it will shape you. Ask yourself this: how many times have you wasted opportunities because you were waiting for the right time? How many times have you looked at your dreams and said, "Not yet, I'm not ready"? August 10 does not care if you are ready. It is here, and the clock is ticking. You cannot pause it. You cannot delay it. The question is, will you face it head on, or will you run and let another year of your life slip through your fingers? Growth is never convenient. It never arrives on the day you feel strongest. It arrives when you are at your limit. That is why most people avoid it. But if you truly want to change your life, you cannot wait for comfort. You must embrace discomfort until it becomes your teacher. On August 10, you will have that chance. It will feel like the hardest day of your life because it is the day designed to strip you of illusions. And you are not the mind. It will leave you with only what is real. There will be moments when you want to walk away, moments when you question why you are even trying. Those are the moments you must not run, because running is not escape, running is surrender. And surrendering to fear is the fastest way to stay exactly where you are. The person you want to become does not live on the other side of safety, and they live on the other side of fear. And August 10 is the bridge you have to cross. Do not expect applause. Do not expect understanding from others. This is not their test, it is yours. Their opinions will not matter when you are standing face to face with your own reflection at the end of the day. What will matter is whether you can look into your own eyes and know you did not hide. This day is the line in the sand. Before it, you were who you were. After it, you will either be someone stronger or someone smaller. That choice is entirely yours. The world will not remember what you said about August 10. It will remember how you acted on August 10. You will remember whether you took the step or stayed still. So when it arrives, do not waste it. Do not treat it like another ordinary day. Treat it like the moment your life demands you to rise, because once it passes, it will not return. And if you fail to act, it will not be the day that was hard. It will be the years afterward, knowing you had the chance and you let it slip away. August 10 is here to see if you are ready to stop talking about changing and start living it. The question is, are you ready to face yourself? On August 10, every choice would matter more than you expect. It will not be a day where you can decide carelessly and hope things turn out fine. This is the kind of day where the smallest move will carry the heaviest weight. One word spoken without thought can shift a relationship. One decision made in haste can alter your path for months or even years. That is why August 10 demands awareness in every step you take. You cannot approach it with the same lazy patterns that have guided you before. This is not the time for autopilot living. Every moment will be a mirror reflecting back the quality of your thinking, the discipline of your actions, and the clarity of your intentions. If you choose to act from fear, fear will multiply. If you choose to act from strength, strength will grow. August 10 will simply amplify what you already are. The weight of choices is something most people underestimate. They think change comes from grand gestures, big events, or lucky breaks. But the truth is, the life you live tomorrow is built on the choices you make today, and August 10 is the day those choices will matter more than ever. It will be tempting to believe that small decisions are harmless. But in reality, it is the small decisions repeated over time that either build the life you want or destroy it completely. You must ask yourself, how many times have you taken the easy path, telling yourself it doesn't matter? How many times have you postponed the harder decision because you've thought you could deal with it later? August 10 will not give you that luxury. It will put you in situations where delaying is no longer possible. You will have to decide, and you will have to live with the consequences immediately. This is where discipline becomes your greatest weapon. Without discipline, you will act based on emotion, and emotion is unstable. One moment it gives you courage, the next it pushes you into fear. On August 10, emotion will be a dangerous guide. You must learn to think with clarity even when the pressure is high. That means slowing down your reactions, asking yourself what truly matters, and then moving forward with intention. Some decisions will be painful. They may require you to let go of people, habits, or comforts you've held onto for years. But understand this, keeping what weakens you is more dangerous than losing it. On August 10, holding on to the wrong things will weigh you down so heavily that you will not be able to take the steps you need. If you want to grow, you must choose what serves your growth, not what soothes your fear. The challenge is that this day will disguise its opportunities as difficulties. It will not present you with a golden doorway labeled success. It will hand you a problem that feels like a burden. But hidden inside that problem is a choice, one that can lead to a breakthrough if you have the courage to take it. Most people will walk past it, thinking it's just another obstacle. You must train yourself to see it for what it really is, the test that will decide what comes next. The weight of choices is heavy because it forces you to confront your own responsibility. You cannot blame others for what happens on August 10. You cannot say life is unfair and use it as an excuse. Every choice will belong to you. Every consequence will be yours. That is a frightening truth, but it is also a freeing one. If you have the power to make choices, you have the power to change your direction. You must be willing to choose growth over comfort. Comfort feels good in the moment, but it leaves you weaker over time. Growth feels difficult in the moment, but it leaves you stronger for life. On August 10, the decision between these two will be clearer than ever. One path will feel easy and familiar, the other will feel challenging and uncertain. Choose the second one. The first path is the one that has kept you exactly where you are. The smallest choice can create the biggest shift. Deciding to speak truth when it's easier to stay silent. Deciding to act when it's easier to do nothing. Deciding to stand your ground when it's easier to bend to pressure. These are the choices that build a stronger you, and August 10 will be full of them. The difference is that on this day, each choice will echo louder and carry further than usual. When the day ends, you will either look back with pride or with regret. Pride comes from knowing you made the hard choices, the ones that tested your patience, your courage, and your discipline. Regret comes from knowing you gave in to what was easiest in the moment. The danger of regret is that it doesn't fade quickly. It will follow you long after the day is over, whispering reminders of the moment you could have been more but weren't. So when August 10 arrives, treat every decision as if it could change everything because it can. Do not wait for the right time to make the right choice. The right time is the moment you are faced with it. That is how you turn a difficult day into a defining day. You cannot control the challenges that come, but you can control how you respond. And your response, choice by choice, will shape the person you become. August 10 will not be a day where you can hide. It will be the day that strips away all the noise, all the distractions, all the excuses you have been using to avoid looking at yourself. You can wear masks every other day, but not on this one. On August 10, life will place in front of the mirror and it will demand that you see what is really there, not the image you want others to believe, not the version you post for the world to admire, the real you, the unfiltered you. Most people spend their lives running from this moment. They keep themselves busy, surrounding their mind with constant stimulation, so they never have to deal with their own reflection. But August 10 is different. It will slow everything down until you are left alone with yourself. And in that silence, you will face the truth you have been avoiding. It will be uncomfortable. That is why so few are willing to do it. You will see the habits that have been holding you back. You will see the fears that have dictated your choices. You will see the lies you've told yourself to feel safe. And you will not be able to pretend they are not there anymore. This day will expose every weakness, every avoidance, every place where you settled for less than what you are capable of. The question is, will you face it or will you turn away? If you turn away, nothing changes. You will walk into the next day carrying the same burdens, the same patterns, the same limitations. But if you face it, if you look into that mirror without flinching, you will see something powerful, the possibility of change. You will realize that you are not trapped. You are only held by the chains you refuse to break. Self-growth begins with self-awareness. You cannot fix what you refuse to see. And August 10 will force you to see. That is its gift, though it will not feel like a gift in the moment. It will feel like pressure. It will feel like the weight of truth pressing down on you. But truth does not destroy you. Truth sets the foundation for who you can become. Lies keep you weak. Truth makes you strong. It is not enough to just look at yourself. You must be willing to be honest. This is the hardest part. Honesty means admitting that you have been the reason for your own delay. It means taking responsibility for the times you could have done more but didn't. It means admitting that you have wasted time chasing what doesn't matter while avoiding the things that do. On August 10th, there will be no one else to blame. You will have to accept that growth is not about appearing better to others. It is about becoming better for yourself. When you stand in front of that mirror, do not ask, how do I look? Ask, who am I becoming? That question is the one that will change your life because it forces you to measure yourself by the only standard that matters, your own potential. August 10 will test whether you are willing to live with your own truth or keep hiding behind the easy version of yourself. The easy version is built to be liked, to be safe, to be accepted. The true version is built to be strong, to be free, to be unshakable. The easy version dies in the face of pressure. The true version is born in it. This day will give you the chance to choose which one you will carry forward. The danger of avoiding this self-confrontation is that the longer you avoid it, the more you lose yourself. You become a stranger in your own life. You smile, but it is not real. You succeed, but it feels empty. You tell yourself you are fine, but deep down you know you are not. August 10 is the day that will either end that cycle or make it permanent. So when it comes, do not fear the mirror. Stand in front of it and look until you see clearly. Do not rush the moment. Sit with it. Let it burn away the lies. Let it cut through the illusions. You cannot build a stronger self without tearing down the false one. And once you see yourself as you truly are, decide what you will do about it. Do not just leave the mirror and return to your old ways. Make the choice to step into the version of you that you are meant to be. That choice will be the difference between living the same year over and over again or finally breaking into something new. On August 10th, you will not be fighting the world. You will be facing yourself. And that battle, though invisible to others, will be the most important fight of your life. Win it, and nothing outside of you can ever break you again. August 10 will push you to the edge. It will take you to the point where you feel like you cannot go any further. The pressure will rise until it feels like the air itself is heavier. You will feel it in your chest, in your thoughts, in your ability to move forward. This is not the kind of day where strength comes easily. It is the kind of day where strength is tested, where the temptation to break will whisper in your ear over and over again. You must understand. The urge to give up will not appear as something obvious. It will come disguised as relief. It will tell you, just stop. You've done enough. Walk away. It will try to convince you that quitting is the smart choice, the safe choice, the logical choice. But that voice is not your ally. It is the voice that has kept you from reaching your full potential your entire life. On August 10, that voice will be louder than ever. If you listen to it, you will fail, not because life is cruel, but because you allowed yourself to surrender before the real breakthrough arrived. The truth is, pressure is not your enemy. It is the training ground for your mind. The more you resist it, the weaker you become. The more you face it, the stronger you grow. August 10 will put you in the fire, not to destroy you, but to see if you are willing to endure long enough for transformation to happen. Endurance is not about lasting when it's easy. Anyone can keep going when there's no challenge. Endurance is built in moments when every part of you wants to stop. This day will bring you those moments. Your body might feel tired, your mind might feel clouded, your heart might feel heavy, but your decision in those moments will define you. You will be tempted to look for shortcuts. You will want to avoid the discomfort. But shortcuts are a trap. They give you temporary escape, but they steal the growth that only comes from staying the course. On August 10, do not aim for relief, aim for strength. Relief will fade in hours. Strength will stay with you for life. Resisting the urge to break is about training yourself to respond, not react. When the challenge hits, do not panic, breathe, focus. Remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself that the pain you feel right now is the very process that is shaping you into someone greater. Growth is not built in comfort. It is built in strain. If you can stand tall when the pressure is at its highest, you will become unshakable. The danger is not in the difficulty itself. The danger is in believing the difficulty means you are not capable. That belief will poison your mind faster than any obstacle. August 10 will test whether you can silence that belief and replace it with a stronger one, that you can endure more than you think. The moment you realize you can take one more step, hold on for one more minute, give one more effort, you will start to understand that breaking is a choice, not a destiny. The world does not reward those who quit when it's hard. It rewards those who stay when it's unbearable. On August 10, you will feel the weight of that truth. There will be no applause, no audience to cheer for you. You will be alone with the pressure, and your decision to keep going will have to come from within. That is the purest form of strength, the strength that does not depend on being seen or praised. And when the day ends, you will carry one of two things: the pride of knowing you refused to break, or the regret of knowing you walked away. Pride will lift you higher, and regret will weigh you down long after the moment has passed. Choose wisely, because you will not get this day back. Resisting the urge to break is not about proving something to the world. It is about proving something to yourself. It is about walking through the fire and realizing that you are not as fragile as you once thought. The person who enters August 10 is not the same person who will leave it. If you endure, the fire will either burn you or forge you. The outcome depends entirely on your choice when the hardest moment comes. And it will remember this: you are not there to survive it by luck. You are there to survive it by will. And willpower is not something you find, it is something you decide to have. On August 10, decide to have it. Decide that no matter what comes, you will not break. August 10 will be the dividing line between who you have been and who you are capable of becoming. It will not be an ordinary day. It will be the turning point, the moment where the path splits into one road leading to failure and the other to growth. The challenge is that you will not see bright signs pointing to each direction. You will feel lost, uncertain, and under pressure. That is how turning points are disguised. They never announce themselves. They appear as chaos, difficulty, or discomfort. On this day, you will face challenges that will tempt you to back down. The weight will feel too much, the obstacles too high, the effort too exhausting. But this is exactly why August 10 is so important. The things you face will be perfectly designed to measure your readiness for the next level of your life. If you give in, you will return to the same patterns, the same limitations, the same comfort zone that has kept you still for so long. If you push through, you will step into a version of yourself you have never met before. Growth and failure are not random outcomes. They are choices made in moments like these. On August 10, you will choose whether to rise or to retreat. Failure will not come from the difficulty itself. It will come from the decision to let the difficulty decide for you. Growth will not come from luck. It will come from your decision to face the discomfort and move forward anyway. The turning point is never comfortable. It is never convenient. It demands that you let go of who you in order to make space for who you can be. That process feels like loss at first. You may have to lose certain habits, certain relationships, certain ways of thinking that have felt safe. But in truth, you are not losing anything worth keeping. You are clearing space for something greater. You must remember that growth rarely feels like growth while it is happening. It feels like struggle. It feels like pain. It feels like uncertainty. On August 10, you will feel all of it. You will question yourself. You will wonder if you are doing the right thing, and you will doubt whether you can keep going. That is normal. It means you are on the edge of change. The discomfort you feel is the signal that transformation is near. Failure is easy. It asks nothing of you. All you have to do is stop trying, and you have already failed. Growth is harder. It demands your patience, your courage, and your discipline. It demands that you keep going when you see no results yet. That is why August 10 is not for everyone. Many will experience it and walk away unchanged because they chose the easier path. But if you are willing to endure the hard moments, you will not only survive this day, you will come out of it with a strength you did not have before. This turning point will require honesty. You must be willing to ask yourself, which direction am I choosing right now? Am I stepping forward or am I retreating? Every action you take on this day will lean toward one path or the other. Small choices will stack up quickly, and one moment of weakness does not define you, but repeated moments of surrender will. One moment of courage does not change everything, but repeated moments of courage will. The beauty of August 10 is that it will show you exactly where you stand. It will expose your patterns, your strengths, your weaknesses, and your will. You cannot hide from it. That is the opportunity. When life shows you your true position, you can either ignore it or use it as the starting point for real change. If you choose growth, this day will be remembered as the day you stopped living in hesitation and started living in action. When the day ends, you will feel different. If you chose failure, you will feel heavy, weighed down by the knowledge that you could have done more. If you chose growth, you will feel lighter, stronger, and clear even if you are tired. That feeling will not fade quickly. It will follow you, shaping your confidence for the days to come. You will carry the proof that you face something difficult and refuse to let it break you. Turning points do not come often. They are rare moments where the future is rewritten in a single day. August 10 is one of those moments. Treat it with the seriousness it deserves. Every choice, every reaction, every step you take will decide which side of the line you end up on. If you understand this and act with intention, this day will not just test you, it will transform you. August 10 will feel like fire. Not a small flame you can step around, but a heat that surrounds you from every side. It will press against your skin, seep into your mind, and test the very core of who you are. On this day, there will be no easy escape. You will either walk through it or be consumed by it. That is the truth. Everything that has been hiding inside you, fear, doubt, weakness, hesitation, will rise to the surface. The fire will bring it out. That is its purpose. Not to destroy you, but to strip away everything that is not meant to stay. The fire is a purifier. It will burn off the excuses you've been carrying, the illusions you've been holding on to, and the comfort you've been clinging to. Walking through the fire is not about pretending you do not feel the heat. It is about moving forward in spite of it. On August 10, the flames will be your reality. The criticism will feel sharper. The obstacles will feel heavier. The people around you may even doubt you. Some will expect you to break. Others will hope you do. And some will not even notice you are in the fire at all. None of that matters. This day is not about them. It is about you and the path you choose to take when everything tries to stop you. The fire will demand stillness inside you, even as the chaos swirls around you. If you panic, the flames will feel hotter. If you run, you will only exhaust yourself before reaching the other side. But if you center yourself, if you breathe, if you take one step at a time with full awareness of where you are heading, you will make it through. There is a truth you must remember. The fire is not your enemy. The fire is the test that reveals your strength. Without it, you would never know the depth of your endurance. Without it, you would never discover the calm you are capable of holding under pressure. August 10 is not here to break you. It is here to show you that you cannot be broken unless you allow it. You must understand that walking through the fire changes you forever. You cannot come out the same person. The version of you that enters the flames will not survive. The one who emerges will be sharper, more resilient, more unshakable. But only if you walk with intention, only if you refuse to let fear dictate your steps. On August 10, the temptation to turn back will be powerful. The voice inside you will whisper that it is too much, that you have already done enough, that you should protect yourself and avoid the burn. But that is the voice of limitation, not wisdom. Wisdom knows that avoiding the fire only means carrying the weight of regret for the rest of your life. The burn of the fire is temporary. The sting of regret lasts far longer. You will need to strip away all unnecessary weight before stepping forward. Old beliefs that say you are not capable, let them burn. Anger from the past that keeps you chained, let it burn. Doubt that keeps you small, let it burn. The lighter you walk into this day, the easier it will be to pass through it. The fire will not adjust for you. It will not make itself weaker just because you are tired or scared. It will remain as it is, relentless, demanding, honest. And that honesty is what makes it valuable. You cannot cheat your way through August 10. You cannot fake your way through the flames. The only way is to face them directly. When you finally take that last step out of the fire, you will feel something few ever feel. The deep, unshakable certainty that you can handle whatever comes next. The world will still be unpredictable. Challenges will still appear. But after August 10, nothing will seem as overwhelming as it once did, because you will carry the memory of this day, the proof of your endurance, the knowledge that you walked through the hardest moment and did not break. You will stand taller. Your eyes will be sharper. Your presence will be different. People will sense it without you saying a word. That is the gift of the fire. It marks you in a way that no one can take away. It makes you untouchable, not because the world changes, but because you do. August 10 will not be remembered for the heat, the struggle, or the pain. It will be remembered for the choice you made to keep moving when it would have been easier to stop. That choice will echo in everything you do after. It will shape your habits, your confidence, your vision of what is possible. And in time, you will look back and realize that this day, the hardest day, was also the most important one. If you walk through the fire unshaken, August 10 will not just be a date in your life. It will be the day you proved to yourself that no matter how fierce the storm or how high the flames, you will not fall. You will rise, you will endure, and you will never be the same again.